before we started with like 500 of them, and as the demand went high, we decided to add more. This one, if we put the stock into capacity, it can take like highest 8,000. My name is Josephine Nyaboke Ongarora or Matagaru. I have a farm here in Dundori, and what we are keeping here mostly is poultry, but at the same time we have a few sheep, we have some cows, but mostly what we are doing majorly is poultry, for both for layers, grade eggs, and also the broilers for meat. Yes, that is majorly what we are doing here, and we thank God for everything. Oh, the capital. Okay, we started a few years back, like 5 years, and we started with a few chicken. We started with the improved kienyeji chicken before we thought of keeping the layers, because we thought kienyeji eggs I preferred more than the grade, but when we found out that the people are asking for the grade eggs, we decided to put a few. We started with like 500 of them, and as the demand went high, we decided to add more of the layers. So it depends on the capital, the number of chicken that you start with. But apparently, we started with 500, and we went for like around the 100,000, because during those days the feeds were lower. The price of the feeds were lower as compared as at now. So we cannot say that what we started with at that time is enough to start with at this moment, because even the chicks themselves, we started with the price of chicks at that moment, they were lower by far as compared to now. So if someone starts at this moment, maybe 500 chicken, you need like 200,000 as compared to what we started with. And then as the demand went higher, we now increased, and we even build the structures which you are seeing around, so that we can at least accommodate our customers. This one, if we put the stock into capacity, it can take like highest 8,000. Yeah, but you can see like this room, we already disposed what was there, because already they were old. Yes. Yes, there is a difference, because with the broilers, they take what is called crumbs. We have starter crumbs, starter mash, we have finisher mash, we have finisher pellets. They don't eat this the type of feeds that the layers take. Yeah, theirs is purely flour, and the other one is in form of pellets for the broilers. At the moment, I can say better I go for broilers as compared to the layers, because the feeds have gone too high. The egg the price of eggs is coming down at the moment. So if you calculate, you find that the difference is too big that you can't keep going into the layers. But the broilers, even them, the feeds have gone high. But given the fact that the broilers, they grow faster and they go faster, like because they take like mostly we have like from between 30 days to 35 days, you have started disposing them. The first, the rate of growth also depends on the chicken. There are those who eat faster, they grow faster. So as early as 30 days, you can start getting few of them selecting from within. So the broilers are a better off at the moment. That is my view. Yeah. No, you have to start from chicks because okay, there are those people who go for because maybe they don't know how to handle the chicks. Because if you're not careful, you might lose all of them. Also, if you are not careful on how to take care of them. But as there are those who go for grown ones, like they start from 3 months, so that they go and wait for 1 month, they start laying, but also it's expensive because the cost of chick as per now is 130, and if you go for these ones which are grown now for like 3 months, you can as well get them at maybe 500, and then you take care of them for like a month or so. If they delay, it's 2 months, it will be a bit expensive. So according to my advice, for someone who wants to start, you better start with chicks. You will take care of them properly because you might as well buy the grown one, and then you find that they were not taken well from when they are chicks. They can delay laying eggs. Maybe they contracted some disease which you don't know, so you will have to garamia all those things. Yes. Yes, there are procedures that you have to follow and the precautions also. Because when you take a chick for 1 day, you need to prepare your room very well. You need to have either you use electricity for warming them because they don't have mothers to cover them with their wings. So you have to get the room must be prepared. You must have whatever that it takes so that you prevent them from getting cold from outside. Because if they're affected from cold when they're young, even their growth becomes a problem. Yes, so those precautions like you take care of them when they are small, making sure that the heat is enough in the room, they get the right chicks, the right feeds, sorry. So such things until they become now, they start taking growers and until they start laying. So you have to take such precautions. When you take like the layers, the vaccines, they're supposed to take from the week one. Week one, like there's Newcastle, there's Gumboro. So we give them from the first week. Second week, Gumboro, they are given. The third week, Newcastle. The fourth week, Gumboro. And then you wait for 2 months. When they are 2 months old, they are supposed to get, we call them fowlpox and fall typhoid. Yes, those are the vaccines. And then now from there, After 2 months, now you can wait for like maybe in between you do like you deworm them, and then from there now you can be giving vaccine for Newcastle. They advise you give after 3 months. After 3 months. Now that is after they have gotten all the vaccines they are supposed to get when they are young. Yes. What I advise, if you want to start, you better start at one day because it will be also cost effective. Instead of buying today, you prepare the room, you put 200, and then next week you go. They'll grow in different stages, so you need different rooms because you can't mix them. Those ones which you brought earlier, maybe a month later, you bring 200, another month later you bring 100. You see, even you will need a lot of space for nothing. So you better just pick one and then you start from it. Yes, it is cost effective. Yeah. One chick. Oh, okay. I might say that one I may not be able to calculate at the moment, but at least until you dispose it, you could have gotten something. And then what we say. Normally we say like I said, there are those which were in this room. When you dispose it, when you get at least something, because you bought it at maybe 130, and then now you are selling, like now the grown ones, the old ones, the X layers we call them. At the moment they are going at 400. So maybe if you sell it at 400, you can say you have recovered something. But for the layers, the problem is when the cost of eggs go down, that is when problem gets in. But if the cost of feed are lower and the cost of eggs are higher, mostly we don't complain about it. Yeah, but I can't give you the exact cost at the moment. But what I know, if you dispose them, at least you are able to recover something. Yes, but at a higher price. Because there are times we dispose layers at even 250 shillings, which is very low. Yes. You'll just see the way they lay. They'll start dropping the eggs. If they were giving 50 trays, you'll just find them, maybe they have started dropping, they decrease like 5 trays. So there are those which are eating and they are not laying. They skip. At times they skip. One day, today they lay. There's another one which is laying today. Tomorrow it doesn't. So you find the eggs, the graph is going up and down. So there you'll see there. Even their appearance, their feathers also start shedding. So these things, they are done. Yes. Currently we have like 2,000, and we get like around 65 trays. Yes, around 65 trays. That is, we say that is a percentage of around 85, between 85, 80. Yes, because not all of them lay. Yeah. The challenges which we can say when you keep like the layers, Mostly, what really becomes a problem to us or a challenge mostly is when the feed, as I've said, the feeds are too high, and the cost of eggs are too low, is too low. So there we find that we are doing some business that is not coming, bringing forth anything. At the same time, if you don't take care of them, you find that maybe if diseases come, also those are the challenges that we get. But if you take care of them, the houses they are cleaned up, just as you are seeing. These boys are doing some good work behind me. They are just cleaning the rooms so that you don't keep them for long, and it brings some bacteria in the chicken. So it's the cost, um, diseases, such things. Yes. Yeah, we have a problem right away. Like I can say right away we have a problem because when the eggs come from there, they affect the price. That is now where when the price of eggs go down because we get them from other countries, and then they come the flood. It makes us even to dispose our chicken before they stop laying. Yeah. I don't really say what is the problem because the farmers are capable. Our farmers are capable of keeping. But when they get the eggs have come and they have spoiled the price, they become demoralized. Even me, at the moment, I'm demoralized, and I've even disposed what was downstairs. Some of them have gone because the price now, when you calculate of the production and the cost outside there and the feed, they don't bring anything. So you find the only option is just to reduce the number of the chickens. Yeah. So those eggs really give us a problem when they come. They affect the farmer. No, you need to. That is why I said you need to prepare very well because you don't just put them anywhere in the open. The structure must be something that is decently built. But you need to allow just even the way you can see this one. Although this one is big, but it depends on the number of chicken that you want. You can't build a big room like this and then you put 200 birds inside. So you need to get something small enough for that, but decently built, and which cannot also affect the growth of the chicken. Yeah, because the chicken need hair. You can see, like us, we have left where clean hair comes from out, so that the rooms don't get congested, and there is no enough. It affects. It brings some diseases. Yeah, the ammonia that comes out of their feces, so it can affect them if there is no ventilation enough of it. Yeah, but when they are young, they don't need it because already they are young. They need to be kept in a warm place. Yeah. We we use them as manure. We at the same time we sell them to farmers who need to use them because it works better in the farm. So there are those who feed them, who feed their cows, their goats. We do the sieving. We sieve so that they go and mix with some maize jam or whatever, like daily meal. Most farmers like the chicken one, so they give them as feeds, and also we use it for the farm. It works well. in the farm. A bag of 90 kg, we sell the ones who go to use them in the farm. We give them at 300 each, and the one that we sieve, we sell at 400 for the cows and the goats and the pigs. So it's not a waste. Mm. Yeah, anywhere security is very important. Like us here, we have CCTV cameras. We have dogs that we are keeping here for security purposes, and those who are working here also. So that security works around like that. CCTV, human beings, dogs. At night, they just move around the compound because you can't just keep some things like this and then you just leave it open like that, because we are living in a world of sin. Yeah, there are those who can be tempted. At this time, at the moment, we have 4, including me. But we have 4 workers. Yeah.